Have you finished reading this selection, The Fall of the House of Asher? Did you finish reading this selection last week?
Mister, we answer the question of the fall of House of Usher.
Yes, and what about page number 43, the comprehension check questions? We've got 6 questions on page number 43. The comprehension check questions in your My Perspective book.
I solve it.
You did it, but what about all the other group? What about the other guys? Guys, hello.
Mr. What your question?
Have we answered the comprehension check questions on page number 43?
No, we didn't answer it.
Okay.
Mister, I answer 31, not 43.
31. For the first selection, The Fall of the House of Asher.
Yes, the fall of House of Usher.
We didn't answer it together.
No. 31 didn't solve it, Mister. But I solved it alone.
Okay. So we are going to start with page number 31, and after that, we're going to move into the other selection comprehension check question, which is on page number 43. Yeah. Question number 1 on page number 31. Why does the narrator go to visit Asher? Why?
The narrator has come to help Usher, a childhood friend, through an illness.
That's right. Roderick Asher sent the narrator a letter asking him to come to his palace or his mansion in order to help him in to face his illness. So this is the answer. The narrator has come to help Asher, a childhood friend, through an illness. And you can write it down like this. After Roderick Asher sent the narrator a letter, the narrator came to help his childhood friend. It's not gonna be a complicated thing after you understand the analysis of the text and strategies and skills to answer these questions, because it's based on your understanding. It's based on critical thinking, logic thinking. Next question. Early in the story, what flow in the front of the house does the narrator observe?
The narrator observed a long crack running down the front of the house.
That's right. There was a crack or a flow in front of the house. That's right. And this is something so good to realize this before entering the house, because later on, by the end of this selection, you're gonna find something important based on this part, because the house is going to collapse according to this crack. Question number 3.
Mister,
What forms of yes?
we don't have this question at number 2, page 43.
No, we didn't
31.
move up till we didn't move up till now to 43. Some of your classmates said 31. I have to answer 31 first. So now, right now we are on page number 31. Question number 3.
Mr. Wait 1 minute.
Fine.
Okay, thank you.
Most welcome. What forms of artistic expression does Asher share with the narrator?
Asher shares painting he has created, including one
Yes,
of which, the haunted places, the narrator reduced entirely. He also play music, include and improvised songs.
yes. Music and drawings, simply. If you want a full answer, Asher shares paintings he has created, including one that shows a deep subterranean vault. He also plays music and improves songs, one of which, the Haunted Palace, the narrator reproduces entirely. So, question number 4. What does the narrator learn about the relationship between Asher and Madeline after her birth?
The narrator learned that Asher and Madeline were twins.
That's right, Orchard. The narrator learns that Asher and Madeline were twins. Number 5.
Mr. Number 4,
What?
can you show us?
Yes, certainly.
Okay, go.
Good. What confession does Asher make to the narrator during the final storm?
The narrator confessed that they must have put Madeline into the vault, vault life.
Into the vault alive. Yes, he suspected that they buried Madeline alive. He's not sure. So the answer is the narrator confesses that they must have put Madeline into the vault alive. Finished?
Yes.
Good. Okay, question number 6. Draw a storyboard that summarizes the events of the fall of the House of Asher to confirm your understanding of the story. Well, I'm going to explain what are you going to do in this question, but you're going to do it in your home, in your homework. Well, you are going to, first of all, we're going to summarize the story, and after that, you're going to distribute the parts of this story or the parts of this plot into the plot diagram which starts with the exposition, which is the introduction. You've got some events for following action. You've got the problem. It's on the peak or top of this diagram, and we are doing something in order to get the problem solved. So this is the following action, and the last point is which is the resolution, which expresses how the problem got solved. So you have to all you have to do is to distribute the plot on this diagram, and the summary can help you somehow to have the summary. You're going to distribute it yourself to the diagram we're talking about, which is the plot diagram, which consists of the exposition, the peak, and the following action, the peak, and once again the exposition, which is the introduction, the rising action, the peak or the top, which includes the problem, the following action, and the resolution. The summary here is the summary. At the beginning of Edgar Allan Poe's The Fall of the House of Usher, the narrator responds to a mysterious summon and travels to the ancestral home of Roderick Usher, a sick friend he is hardly seen since childhood, known as the House of Usher. The vast, ancient structure overlooks a dark lake that intensifies its gloom. House of Usher also refers to the old and distinguished family that will no longer exist if Roderick dies. His twin sister Madeline is close to death, and he is the end of the line. The narrator establishes a routine of reading and music to distract Roderick from mortal dread. When Madeline dies, they deposit her body in a structure vault under the house. But when the narrator tries to resume their routine, he inadvertently unlocks from deep within the house of Asher a force of evil that transcends our understanding of life and death. Simply, you can say this is a good summary for the selection. These events you can distribute distribute them into the diagram, the ordinary one from the plot. I don't know if I can draw it for you right now. Just a minute. How to get the board? No. Okay. So today, inshallah, I'm going to upload this diagram for you on Classera, so you can download it beside the worksheets for um, the next selection, house taken over. Is it okay? Hello, you there, guys?
Yes, Mr.
So, what about the next selection? Have we answered the question on page number 43 for the selection house taken over?
Okay.
The first question on page number 43. Excuse me, I can't get your voice.
Mister, you
Hello?
will give us the answers of page 34.
Yes. It's not 34, by the way, it's 43. Question number 1. Briefly describe the house in which the narrator and his sister are alive. Sorry, the
Yes,
question once
Mr.
again. Yep. Briefly describe the house in which the narrator and his sister live.
Mr. I want to answer.
Who's that?
عمر العويني.
Yes, Omar, go ahead.
Spacious old house with elegant
Yep.
furnishings.
It was elegant.
Yes, old house
I guess
with elegant
old, yeah,
furnishings.
it's an old house, and the furniture was uncomfortable. What else? The front part of the house had what a crack or what or flow. This house was linked to the outside world with what? Small bridge runs on a tarn. Here's the answer. It's the full answer. The narrator and his sister live in a wonderfully ornate, large house that has been passed down from generation to generation. You can describe this home also saying that it was gloomy, though it was elegant, as you said, Omar, but it was gloomy. Let's move to the other question. If you finished, just give me a ring.
So I didn't.
You finished?
1 minute. 1 minute.
Okay. Okay.
Finish.
Good. Our next question, question number 2. What's the source of the siblings' income? How do the siblings, the ushers, I mean, excuse me, how do the siblings cut their income? How can they finance their living? They had what? They inherited a farm. Did they find a treasure? We said in this selection that the siblings are blue blood, they are aristocrats, so they inherited something like a farm which they can finance their living. They are luxurious, they are so rich, so they didn't have to find a job. And, okay, are you there? Hello?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, good. So these siblings don't have to work for a living because they receive income from their family's farm. They inherited a big farm. Let's move to the next question. How do Irene and the narrator occupy their time? Again, my question
Uh,
is, how do
Mr.
Irene and the narrator occupy their time? Yes.
I will answer. Omar,
Yes, Omar, go ahead.
I think doing housework and knitting.
Who was knitting? Was
Yes.
it Irene or the narrator?
No, this question.
Just one of them was knitting. The other one was reading French books. So who was knitting? Was reading books.
Narrator?
The narrator was reading books, while his sister or his sibling, Irene, was knitting.
Yes. Mr.
Good
I will
job.
write doing housework and knitting. It's good.
Yes, but try to add that the narrator uh, liked reading French books, French literature. Or you can say, aside from cleaning their house, both were doing the cleaning of their house, and also the siblings engage in their relatively uninteresting hobbies. The sister knits, while the brother reads books and organizes his father's old stamp collection. I can't sum it up. I know. It's too long, so I can't sum it up like this. I'm gonna say only this part. This part in red. The sister knits, while the brother reads books and organizes his father's old stamp collection. You finished?
Yes.
Fine. Question number 4. What decision do Irene and the narrator make when they realize the back part of the house has been taken over? Did they quarrel, fight with those guys? They did nothing. They continued their life. as if there's nothing happening in this part or in that occupied part of the house, or they escaped or they did what?
They did live in other section.
Yes,
To live in
but
other
the
section.
question, yes, they occupy a small section in the front of the home and lock themselves and lock, sorry, themselves in there. They prepare daily meals and make sure they have enough cold meals for the evening. While Iron needs the narrator stamps, you feel like that they are pretending that nothing happening in the world outside. Maybe this was an uprising or a revolution, but actually they are pretending that nothing happens. So they are doing their regular duties. They are knitting, they are cleaning the house, they are arranging the stamps as if nothing happening in the outside world.
Mister
Yes,
Hamid, Mister have a problem in his Wi-Fi, so he can't attend us.
can join in.
Yes, he can't join because he have a problem in his Wi-Fi.
Well, I accepted his participation. I accepted him to join in, but I don't know what the problem is. What? I mean, okay, let's move to question number 5. What happens to the brother and sister at the end of the story? Did that guys killed him? Escaped? They stayed locked in their house? They fought with the occupiers? What did they do? Hurry up, we just have 5 minutes to go. 4 minutes. Hello? Hear me,
Yeah, Mister,
guys?
I don't know the.
Good.
My question again. What happens to the brother and sister at the end of the story? Did they fight with the occupiers? Did they escape? Did they stay calm and do nothing? So what? You can't choose from these answers. I'm just trying to help you. I'm just giving you multiple choices. Pick one of them. Well, it seems that you didn't read the text. What do you think? You'd like next time to read this selection again? They're about 5 pages, no more than this. You'd like us to read it again? Because all of you messed up, so this means that
Mahmoud said he wants to read it again.
No problem. You are team B. I'm going to write it down. Read text again. Fine. Well, what happened is I'm going to help you somehow in answering the 5 and 6, but we are not going to answer the worksheet until we read the text again. So we will do it next time, inshallah, which is going to be tomorrow. So,
Okay, thank you.
okay. The answer of question number 5 is, of course, they escaped. They flee. They
Voice
try
is
to
lagging.
keep their lives. Yes, they left their house. They left their money. They left everything and flee, which means they escape to protect their lives. So the answer is, at the end of the story, the siblings are forced out of their home, and they abandoned it. They also throw away the key so no one else can enter the house. They are trying to do something in here. They are trying to protect their house. So they lock the house and they throw away the key into the river so nobody else can enter the house. I don't think it's something which is hard for the occupiers to open the door without a key, but actually it's a trial. At least the owners of the house did something, yes, to protect the mansion. Yes, what's it?
Mister, can you download this PowerPoint on Coursera to complete it, because I
Yes.
didn't complete the most of the answers.
Okay. Number one, I'm going to upload it beside the worksheets, and number two, we're going to read again the text because most of you did not read it, so you forgot the events. In the last question number 6, where a summary of house
Okay,
taken
the class
over.
supposed to finish now.
Yes. Okay. You're gonna find the summary in this PowerPoint presentation at the beginning. It's here, the plot summary. So when I upload this PowerPoint presentation, you can open it. You can take copy and paste to answer question number 6. Okay. That's everything for now. If you've got a question, just tell me. You only have 1 minute. Any
No,
question?
Mister, we don't have any questions.
Okay, so we're with us tomorrow, inshallah. We're going, as I told you, we are going to revise the text for the house taken over. Okay. See you then.
Have a nice
Assalamu
day.
alaikum. Thank you. You too.